for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Graveside service for Dallas Foster Weldon, age 88 of Childersburg. That service today at 11 a.m. from Evergreen Cemetery. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Mr. Weldon died February 6 at Goodwater Nursing Home. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing that service. Michael Otis Tarpley, age 65 of Sylacauga, died February the 8th. A memorial service will be held Saturday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mary Kathy Abbott, age 45 of Goodwater, died February the 6th. Funeral service will be today at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North, with visitation noon until 2 p.m. before the service. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Norma Jean Ansley, age 82, died February the 7th. Family receiving friends 5 until 8 o'clock Saturday night at Talladega Funeral Home. Funeral service is Sunday at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Talladega Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the East Aboga Baptist Church Cemetery. Ms. Ansley was a member of the Cherry Street Church of God. Talladega Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for James L. Brown, age 78, is 11 o'clock Saturday at Terry's Mortuary Chapel, with interment in the Alabama National Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Celebration of life for Katie Nell Calhoun, age 53, is 3 o'clock Saturday at Mount Sinai Baptist Church, with interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, Talladega, directing. Celebration of life for Richard Curry, age 78, is 2 o'clock Saturday at Terry's Mortuary Chapel, with interment in the Westview Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Celebration of life for Anna Rebecca Harris, age 81, is noon Saturday at Peace Baptist Church, with interment in the Lily Roden Cemetery of Childersburg. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. The family will receive friends tonight at the funeral home from 6 until 7. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Ms. Rita Ann Holt, age 60, is Saturday, February the 10th at Sardis Baptist Church in Birmingham at noon. The Reverend Dr. Kirk Clark Jr. officiating. Burial in the Elmwood Cemetery and Mausoleum. Visitation today 1 until 8, with a family hour 4 till 7 at the funeral home. Ms. Holt died February the 4th in Titus, Alabama Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mr. David Wayne Kelo, age 65, is Saturday at First Baptist Church of Wilsonville at 1 p.m. The Reverend Theangelo Perkins officiating. Burial in the First Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation today 1 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Kelo died February the 2nd at St. Vincent's East Medical Center in Birmingham. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, directing. Barbara Lou Oglesby, age 76, died February the 7th. Funeral service 2 o'clock Saturday at Munford Church of Christ, with Shane Clark officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park Mausoleum. The family receiving friends today at Ursery Funeral Home from 6 until 8 o'clock. Ms. Oglesby was a member of the Munford Church of Christ, and she was the owner and operator of Miss Barbara's Kitty College and co-owner of Oglesby Trucking Company. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, in charge of the arrangements. Pamela Jean Parker, age 73, died February the 7th. Ms. Parker was a longtime resident of Talladega, owner and operator of Lincoln Pharmacy. The family will have a private graveside service at a later date. Ursery Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mr. William Rufus Duck, age 83, of Alexander City, is Sunday, February the 11th at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Randy Funeral Home. Randy Anderson officiating. The family receiving friends Saturday 3 until 5 at the funeral home. Mr. Duck passed away February the 7th at Medical Center Barber in Eufaula. He was a member of the Orr Street Baptist Church in Alexander City and a veteran of the U.S. Army serving during the Korean War era. In lieu of flowers, the family requests memorial contribution be made to the Orr Street Baptist Church, 939 O Street in Alexander City, 35010, or to the Tallapoosa Christian Crisis Center, 4425 Dadeville Road, Alexander City, 35010. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Ms. Juanita Burr, age 34, is Saturday at 2 o'clock from Armour's Memorial Chapel in Alexander City, with burial in the Mount Sinai Baptist Church Cemetery. Final arrangements entrusted to Armour's Memorial Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. Albert H. Frazier, age 75, of Alexander City, is Sunday at 1 p.m. from Armour's Memorial Chapel, with burial Monday in the Alabama National Cemetery in Montevallo. Visitation Saturday 4 until 7. Armour's Memorial Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Ms. Joyce A. Garrett, age 75, died February the 6th. Family receiving friends today 1 until 3 at Talladega Funeral Home. A memorial service will follow in the chapel at 3 p.m. Ms. Garrett lived in Talladega all of her life. Talladega Funeral Home, directing. Douglas Joseph McGuire, age 38, died February the 7th. Funeral service will be 2 o'clock Saturday at Ursery Funeral Home Chapel with Joe Cosby officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends today, 6 until 8 at the funeral home. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mary Sue McLean of Sylacauga. Service will be 2:30 on Sunday at First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. The family receiving friends beginning at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, donations can be given to Meals on Wheels at mealsonwheelsamerica.org. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga directing. Ms. McLean was a member of First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Mrs. Robin Gamble Strawberry Johnson, age 55, died February the 5th in Talladega. Funeral service will be held today at Ursery Funeral Home in Pell City with Brother John Love officiating. Interment in the St. Clair Memorial Gardens. The family receiving friends 1 until 2 at the funeral home. Ursery Funeral Home in Pell City, in charge of the funeral arrangements. These obituaries this morning, presentation of Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.